Where the depths of darkness that wait with chill embrace, for those doomed to dwell in the pit can never leave that place. No one will know your fate if taken by the shadowed sea. Only whispers on the waves will say, death has at last claimed thee. My story is woven throughout this universe. Perfection is my gift, but also my curse. Once I was a servant of the Brotherhood, but I was recruited to serve a greater good. The Great Spirit chose me to lead, you see, and my league worked to spread order and peace. We'd almost brought the whole world together when the Makuta ruined our plans forever. Damned to the depths, our rage watched and waited, dreaming of the duty for which I was fated. I longed to return to the being I once was. This foul mutation is my greatest loss. To die in battle is the greatest privilege. What happened to me instead was sacrilege. I was condemned to a living death, choking with foul water with my every breath. But one of these days I'll have my revenge. The League of Six Kingdoms will rise again. Hello, little morsels, welcome to my home. You three chose a poor time to leave your dome. I've heard whispers that you found a great mask, and I need its power to complete my task. The Great Spirit himself ordained me to rule. Who are you to defy me, puny fools? History moved forward, left me behind, but now finally vengeance will be mine. You were the ones who swam into my lair. I thought the terms I offered were quite fair. I offered you hospitality and a deal, but now I'll give you to my sharks as a meal. To die in battle is the greatest privilege. What happened to me instead was sacrilege. I was condemned to a living death, choking on foul water with my every breath. But one of these days I'll have my revenge. The League of Six Kingdoms will rise again. I tall, what don't you see? There's no reason for you to oppose me. The Brotherhood, the Order, I'll destroy them all. When I escape, even the Great Spirit will fall. He was indolent, derelict in his duty. We conquered for the good of all, believe me. I don't fear this canali or its curse. Look where I am, things can't get any worse. When this mass breaks its power, will restore us and we'll be free to grind our enemies to dust. Today the monarchy's reign will begin anew, and at long last we'll see our destiny through. To die in battle is the greatest privilege. What happened to me instead was sacrilege. I was condemned to a living death, choking on foul water with my every breath. But one of these days I'll have my revenge. The League of Six Kingdoms will rise again. Thought my return would be an easy quest, but you heroes put my patience to the test. You forced my sharks to fight an army of the dead. All you managed was to turn the black water red. Then Mantax ignored my orders and commands. He seized the mask and started making demands. I thought I'd have to literally chew him out, but then I understood what he was talking about. I see now what went wrong that fateful day. My plan didn't fail, we weren't betrayed. Which one of you was the traitor? Tell me, who robbed us all of our destiny? To die in battle is the greatest privilege. What happened to me instead was sacrilege. I was condemned to a living death, choking on foul water with my every breath. But one of these days I'll have my revenge. The League of Six Kingdoms will rise again. Makuta, what are you doing down here? We haven't seen you in thousands of years. Wasn't it enough for you to end our reign and leave us here to rot in endless pain? We've waited so long to finally be free. Why not just stand aside and let us be? You stole my destiny to serve your own mad ends. Now you'll have to answer to me and my friends. You're outnumbered 100,000 to 1. I don't care whether you try to fight or run. As payment for millennia of misery, you now face the wrath of the Baraki. To die in battle is the greatest privilege. What happened to me instead was sacrilege. I was condemned to a living death, choking on foul water with my every breath. But one of these days I'll have my revenge. The League of Six Kingdoms will rise again. Creep from the deep, my destiny defied. Creep from the deep, my duty denied. Creep from the deep, I'm meant for more. Creep from the deep, I'll wage a war. Creep from the deep, might makes right. Creep from the deep, I'll win this fight. The order gave me another chance, and I eagerly seized it with both hands. We can fight and lead and conquer again. So stand at my side once more, dear friends. In a fallen fortress I found a mystery, a lost, buried piece of ancient history. With that knowledge I came up with a new plan, a way for us to reclaim our lost lands. With the Dark Hunters, a bargain we formed. We marched side by side into a new dawn. A new world awaits, and it's ours to claim. So much has changed, but our duty is the same. To die in battle is the greatest privilege. What happened to me instead was sacrilege. I was condemned to a living death, choking on foul water with my every breath. But finally I will have my revenge. The League of Six Kingdoms is rising again.